What is Leo's week like?
My week was so it was slowish. Made made two trades. First one was on ESEC, which was closed at B. That was the same one you were in, and it just didn't go. So nothing to do much about it. Just closed it at B. And then the second trade was on GSEC, the one I took a small loss on. And I see. So that morning, like, I was trying to identify which pair was going to move, which was the GBP, which I successfully did that. However, the mistake I see I didn't trade a pattern, I just traded a candlestick. So I was watching as well GNOC next to it, like the flashcard you sent. However, for some reason, Sam, I decided to trade GSEC instead of like picking a pattern, which was right in front of me.
Yep.
Wednesday, or is it Wednesday or Thursday?
Between the
Yeah, I traded GSEC on that day.
What Leo forgot to do is that you forgot to understand that GSEC hasn't been presenting for a long time.
Yeah.
And GNOC has been presenting. It's been frequent in its presentations. So even that too, it needs to be something to worth considering, because if you are to take something that is proven to be recently hot, you are bound to get the same results compared to what was hot back then and not presenting often in the current time. I don't know if this makes sense. So if GSEC used to play out, let's say 3 months ago, and then 1 month ago, GSEC was dead, and then only GNOC has been presenting. And then it just so happens that on that day, GSEC makes a beautiful stop hunt high. And then you also see GNOC making a stop hunt high. So your mind should automatically be switched to, wait a minute, GSEC hasn't been presenting, but GNOC has been presenting rapidly, frequently. So I do not have to care what GSEC is doing now, because there's something that I know has been presenting recently that I can pick up. So you need to play a trick in your mind, like, I would rather go for what has been presenting recent than what hasn't been.
What I did is after the trade, I was like, ESEC didn't move this week, GSEC didn't go, so I was like, fuck SEC, and I'm just gonna have like GU, GChef, and EG instead of SEC. Like for me, SEC right now, like it just showed this week that it's not consistent in the setups.
Yes.
So first with ESEC and now with GSEC. So for me, SEC is garbage.
Yes.
So I'd rather not even like look at it at the moment. Just focus on what is actually like painting and working.
The thing is that I would not tell you to not focus on it, because the biggest mistake I used to make is SEC presents, dies down. And then I go to NOC. NOC presents, while GSEC is building. So in my mind, I'm like, fuck SEC, I will trade NOC. So SEC slowly and gradually builds its momentum. It's building. By the time SEC starts to get hot, starts to issue those big bars, my brain is completely off SEC. And then the time NOC dies down and SEC starts to present, my brain needs to recalibrate to go back to SEC used to play out. So in this scenario, you are not efficient, because you are now gonna start again from scratch, trying to restudy the SEC again. as opposed to if you kept SEC in your catalog, even though you know that SEC is dead, but to keep on studying it, to keep on seeing it, to keep on, when there's nothing here, you will go to SEC and just watch it, watch it, watch it. The time SEC starts to build up, you will know in your brain will tell you like, okay, SEC played out, but not played out. Now SEC played out for 2 days, now not played out. So SEC plays out for 3 days, then knock plays out. Now the brain will switch from the knock to the SEC instead of fuck SEC and keep knock. The time SEC starts to build, your mind is not there yet. That's the problem. So I would not want you to do that mistake that I used to do, because that cost me a lot of money. So the best thing you can do is to just watch, even though we are trading the ZARs and these other normal pairs. The best thing you can do for yourself, keep the SECs there. Just keep watching them. If there's nothing in the morning, watch it and watch it and watch it. And then the time is going to start to come back again. You will know exactly what you need to do, as opposed to starting again from scratch.
Yes. So just keep it there on the side until I see is there again.
The thing is that it's right there on your watch list. So why would you want to scratch it off if it's right there on your watch list? Why would you neglect yourself not looking at it? Because the time knock is dead, SEC will be presenting something most beautiful that you know, that you have studied, that you have the flashcards on, but because the brain said, fuck it, you're going to be missing out on a beautiful setup that you know. That Lord Hop that we all want, it now presents on SEC beautifully. And then you're going to miss out on those big bars, and it's going to be like, fuck. And I'm going to come with my AK-47 and kill you. That's what I don't want to do. We got this dude, MJ Cartoon Boy. Can you hear me, man? Unmute yourself.
Yes, I can hear you.
Where are you from?
From Nigeria.
You are the one who's been giving us grief. You're the one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. So what's going on? Tell us about your trading journey, man.
Okay. I started trading last year, February. Me and my friends started trading in February last year. So along the line, we started with I don't know if you know boom and crash, volatility, something like that.
Yeah.
So we started, learning on our own self. Then with the time, we saw that the team was not favoring us. So we now decided to move to currency. So we started learning price action like support and resistance. So with time, the thing was not, let me just say, it wasn't working for us at all. Every day we lose, although we are still using demo account, but we are just losing, no improvement, nothing. So my friend that I met in school introduced me to BTMN, Steve Maro's course.
Mm-hmm.
So Steve Maro. So when we started learning since then, although we have not still gone on live account, though up to now we are still like using them. Before that same last year, I saw your YouTube channel, then I became getting interested in it. Ever since then, I started seeing changes in me. That before, let me just say from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I must trade back then. But since I started following you guys, no setup, no trade. So
yes.
that's just it.
Okay, man. I understand you. One thing you can do for yourself, man, keep studying. Like,
yes,
when we all started, we started off with bad information, because you need to understand that such information is hidden. Because if people would know this information, everyone would be rich. The market would close down, right?
yes.
So So we had to go through the journey of finding the wrong books, studying big books, and going through garbage. That is what is supposed to happen as the start. Because when you think of success, man, success cannot just find you just sitting there in your house and just here's success. You need to grind. You need to go through deeply. The problem is that people give up, especially in trading. I've seen it a lot. People give up easily because they get in thinking, okay, I'm gonna make money with these guys, and then they think just because you're on this Zoom session, you're gonna see the trades, you're automatically gonna make money. This thing to us, it goes way deeper than just money and trading and just talking. This thing, you need to understand the backside of the business. It's not just about here's the setup, here's the pattern, and then you just click your button. That's not that stuff. You need to understand what makes the business go and what's gonna make you profitable, not with the setups, but with understanding who is running the business. So most people, most BTMM guys, did you watch the recent YouTube video?
Yes, I watched it yesterday.
Okay. The problem now is that BTMM is so garbage because everyone right now, they think they have a capacity to teach. And when you look at Steve's teaching with our teaching, us and Steve, we are the same.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are just trading the same. It's just that we do not trade these other AUs. We don't trade the ECADs. We don't trade the 1 hours and the 4 hours. But in terms of the mindset, the psychology, it is the same thing of understanding why you are in the business and what makes the business tick. That's the most important thing that most people will never get to experience. They will never go to that level of understanding why am I in this business and who is running the business. And then you also need to understand that if you get inside, if you start to understand, you're not going to learn this in 6 months.
Yeah.
It can take you a year to 5 years, man.
Yeah.
So this information is not something that it is new. We are saying it all over again because it passes people's heads all the time.